Also, let's go back to the Miami Herald article, and it says that walking could lower your blood pressure, and it could fend off dementia, especially in people who are baby boomers. And for women, it can make us a lot healthier because females who walk have a significantly lower lower risk of stroke than women who don't walk. So that in itself is, you know, an impetus. And it says, what's brisk? And it says, briskly, you should be able to talk, but you should not be able to sing, according to the American Heart Association. And then Julie Belanger drew my attention to a USA Weekend magazine article this weekend. Also, it said, go fast to keep pounds off. And brisk means walking as though you're late for the bus. But here's another gauge. Less than 3 miles an hour is considered slow walking. That's 20 minutes a mile. That's kind of almost ambling for some of us. More than 3 miles per hour is considered brisk walking. So if you're doing more than, you know, miles, 20-minute miles, if you're doing shorter, you know, faster than 20-minute miles, that's better. So if you're going to do, that's your target for those of you who are just starting out. And then it says more than 4 miles per hour is considered very brisk walking, and that's a 15-minute mile, and that's for even for me sometimes, you know, in my condition, that's to crank out 4 miles in an hour. You're really moving. And when I have the dogs, they have 2 to 3 blocks to sniff. That's it. That's it. You will see me dragging them. And Lucky tends to Superman himself on the sidewalk when he wants to sniff, and Lucky's 12, and he figures, you know what, I've had enough sit, stay, and come, woman. You know, I'm 12. I get to do what I want to do. So if you see me Supermaning a dog up Michigan Avenue, don't feel sorry for the dog. When people will go, oh, that poor dog, I'm going, no, he's torturing me. He's just had 3 miles to sniff every single thing, and he's still, you know, so don't feel sorry for my dog. Feel sorry for me. But anyway, the moral of the story is get out and walk, because everybody in this studio is smiling and shaking their heads and agreeing with everything about this walking.
Laura, you've inspired me to walk. I am, well, I am not a walker. I'm the type of person, this is a true story, and I'm not proud to say this, but I think it is kind of funny. I would go to a mall, and I would drive around and around and around until I found a close parking spot. Honest to God, that's me. Now, I don't think I'm terribly...
She's a twig, folks. Actually, well, she's built like a Playboy bunny. Excuse me for saying that.
You're so sweet to say.
If she's not, she's on the YouTube camera, so check her out.
However, I will tell you, we all have our issues. I am the heaviest one in my family.
No.
My younger sister, she's 5 years and 5 days younger, 2 children, and she wears a size 1 in jeans. Wow. My mother wears a size 5. My dad was a 32 for years. So the issue with me is not really weight gain, but I'll tell you what the walking has done for me. If I'm rushing out of my house, I will run from my door, down the stairs, cross the lawn to my car, and by the time I get there, I am out of breath.
Get out.
I swear to you. No. See, I'm divulging this to you now.
Fessing up.
I am fessing up. So I have now purposely parked farther away. I am parking farther away, and I am finding it's not, and again, I eat all the time. My husband owns a restaurant. He's a great chef. I eat all the time. Lots of food.
It's got to be tough, though.
Lots of food.
Ugh.
I find that I don't have energy. I'm busy. I have lots to do. The end of the night comes. I have I had no energy. But since I've met you and you've talked about the walking, not for weight gain for me, but it's the energy. The energy boost that you get just from moving things around in your body. You know, I'm the best person to sit on the couch, and I can look at I did this for 2 years. I had a nice little set of weights in the living room, thinking I could sit there if I'm going to watch my programs and try to, you know, do the whole arm thing, the wing, get rid of my wings. And I just looked at them from the couch thinking it's so easy for me to get up, go over there, pick them up, and do it. But that's as far as I ever got, because I sat on the couch because I had no energy to start it. So that's another a great thing. It's not just for weight gain. It's to give you the energy, and then once you get the energy, I think, in my mind, it would probably be easier to even take it to that next step. Absolutely. If I want to start working on everything. But I tell you, the walking, Laura, has really helped me just tremendously with energy.
With energy, that's what they say.
Absolutely.
That it gives energy. You have something to add, Miss
The
Ramona?
thing is, you just got to get started. Because I remember when I first did my first mile, I was a third of the way done, and I was so out of breath. I didn't think I was going to make it, and I just kept walking and walking and walking, and I finally made that mile. And you just got to keep doing it and just get started.
Absolutely. You know what they claim of Woody Allen walks 8 miles a day? And I mean, the guy's a stick. But he's also 8 miles a day. I mean, I'd be a stick too. But a lot of writers walk because what it does is it helps with the writing. It's that repetition on the pavement. I don't know what the connection is, but all the really good writers that I know walk also during the day. And I found myself, because once I do my routine over at the club and then I come home and I'm at that computer and I'm in the house the whole day, and sometimes I don't get out. If I take breaks every 2 hours, I'll take the dogs out. Like you say, like Lori Faith said, it's an excuse. And when the dogs become used to it, they start craving it. And Lucky has been known to jump on the keyboard as I'm working. He will jump on my lap and he will jump right on the keyboard like it's time to go.
And don't you sleep better too? I do.
Yeah.
So much better. Sounder. Yeah.
A lot of people claim that they don't have to use the CPAP breathing machine also too, because they've started walking and lost a few pounds.
Do you have headphones on when you walk?
Me, one in one ear. When I walk outside, when I'm in the club, in both ears, but when I'm outside, I only have it in my right ear, because you got to hear horns, you have to hear if somebody's coming up behind you. You know, I mean, you know.
I don't have no music attached to me. I just walk, and as I'm walking, all I do is think. My mind's going 1,000, and I just keep walking and thinking.
That's one of the, that's what that does for the writers too, and a lot of them will carry an index card and a pen in their pocket, because things will come to you and you'll think, oh, I'm going to remember that, or you'll start writing in your head, and then you'll compose these beautiful sentences and paragraphs, and you get home and you have no recollection whatsoever. So you have to kind of carry a little note or something to jot things down on. Listen, who wants to have a tasty topic question? You know my famous questions? You?
We're all
We
jumping
asked
at
you.
that one.
Well, I don't know. Come on.
We gotta go walk.
What do you most value in your friends? Kathy Walter, what do you most value? What quality do you most value in your friends?
Honesty. Absolutely honesty.
Me too.
Because along with honesty, it's a domino effect. If a person is honest, they have so many other great qualities about them. That's what I found. So honesty to me would be number one.
So if honesty is number one, on what occasion do you fib?
I fib for people's birthdays,
Oh, like
around
if you
Christmas
really know their
time.
Okay.
For surprise things, yeah, I very seldom fib. Do you know why I don't like to fib? First of all, I couldn't keep up the lie, because once you lie, you have to lie to everyone, and the lie goes on and on and on. And I don't have time for that.
It's
I don't
too
have the
hard to
patience.
remember.
I know, I don't have
Yeah.
the patience. And I got caught in a lie once, and I stopped breathing. I was so embarrassed. It was a little lie, but, I did lie. And not that I'm angelic by any means. However, I lied, and I felt so bad. And my friend was so disappointed that I had lied and did not trust them enough to not have to lie, that I'm so uncomfortable with it. I just absolutely am not, I just can't do it. And if you're going to do something, if you are my friend, I would much rather you tell me the truth. Or my sister or a niece or a nephew, tell me the truth, because if it's that bad, I want to jump on it and get it fixed as soon as possible. But you let something go and it gets out of control. And if someone's your friend, they're going to understand why you lied, or they're going to understand the truth. But if you have to lie, you just
Well, a fib is different than a lie, like a little fib, like.
A little fib
call
is
that
different.
Creating a drama-free zone. And I have family members that do it, and I have good friends that do it, and they like to thrive on drama. And if you have a little drama in your life, they start to show up and come to your house and call you more, and they thrive on that. But that goes into the fibbing and the honesty and stuff. That's not an honest relationship either.
I agree.
The honest people are there, and it's a drama-free zone.
That's good to know. I'm going to work on that one. Listen, we're running out of time, and we need to thank everyone for being with us today. My gang, Jeff, Mike, Julie, Valerie, Ramona, Joyce, Kathy Walter, Lori Faith. Thank you all for being with us today. And of course, for all you loyal listeners of ours, we want to send out a shout to Amos. We love you. And a special shout out to Michelle, the awesomest waitress at Paul's, the one with the chopsticks in her hair. You're the bomb. Paul's is lucky to have you. Remember her last week? She was just on it. And there's also a Michelle in customer service at Home Depot on Randall Road. And I don't know, there are two of this area's most fabulous, greatest employees that I've met in a long time. And I want to thank all of my wonderful EBLs, past, present, and future. Give it all you've got. There's more. EBL 3 begins September 15th. Sign-ups are being taken now. Email me at Dion-Jones at AOL.com if you're interested. And let's see, Becky Butcher, a local cookbook author, is going to be with us next week with a bunch of other surprises are in store. We're going to have a down-the-road internet dating expert, how to become wildly wealthy author from Australia, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Thank you, Larry Allen and Sons, Dr. Clara Laos, YMCA Back to School Program, Snob Hounds, Casey Toole for making this show possible. Every day is a new beginning. Thanks for everyone. See you next week, same time, 3 to 4 p.m. This is the Laura Dion-Jones Show. Thanks for listening. Go Elgin's Biggest Losers. Always dream bigger, and let's work to end all wars.